Hi guys, this is Suzanne at Baby Love Tarot. Here to do a quick energy reading for the Divine Feminine. I got this deck called Soulmate Messages, so we're gonna call it upside down. We're gonna call it a soulmate reading for Divine Feminine. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope this resonates with whoever it's meant to. Oh, if you want to donate to my channel, all that information is in my description box. And let's get going. Divine Feminine Soulmate Messages. It's a very small deck. Love overcomes all obstacles. A change in attitude is all it takes to turn things around. Trust in love's power. It will transform you and the one you love. All will soon clear. Somebody asking some questions. You asking questions, Divine Femme. A change in attitude. Trust in love's power. Somebody out there doubting it's gonna happen. You don't believe it's gonna happen. All right, this is clearly for somebody who knows who their soulmate is. That's what I'm feeling. But you're not together. Starting to doubt whether it's going to happen or not. From a physical perspective, some relationships may seem less than perfect. Yet from a higher perspective, all relationships are sacred, for they each help us grow in love and wisdom. From a physical perspective, some relationships may seem less than perfect. This is not your idea of what a relationship should be, or this is not your idea of what a soulmate connection should be. You thought that it was going to be the fairy tale, I think. Yeah, all relationships are sacred. Well, let me say this. Just because you find your soulmate or twin flame or whatever your counter we believe is going to happen does not necessarily mean it comes in the form of a lover or a companion or a husband or happily ever after. Soulmates come in all forms. I mean, it could be your best friend, your brother, your sister, somebody at work that you're a kindred spirit with. It doesn't have to be a love situation. And every relationship is sacred. And just because you find your soulmate doesn't mean you're going to be with him or her. Maybe it was just lessons involved. All relationships are sacred, for they each help us grow in love and wisdom. Maybe it was just something you were supposed to learn. That could be it. And if it is it, as painful as it might be, because speaking for myself, yeah, I've confused the two more than once, and it was hurtful. I mean, you realize it at the end, but at the time, it is a hurtful thing. And it does happen. In order to cope with separation from a loved one, we need to realize that spiritually, we are always connected to those we love. Neither distance nor time can separate that which is united by love. Yeah. This is definitely somebody that's been waiting. In order to cope with separation from a loved one, we need to realize that spiritually, we are always connected to those we love. So this is somebody, you are not physically with this person. That's perfectly clear. Neither distance nor time can separate that which is united by love. So you are definitely not with this person. Divine Feminine, you're definitely not. You're doubting that this relationship is ever going to come into fruition. Spirit is telling you love conquers all obstacles. A change in attitude. Everything will be clear to you soon. This is not coming out as pain. This is coming out as doubt. Like this has been going on for a while and you've been waiting. Have you lost sight of what is really important? Remember a time in your life when life was simpler and the world seemed like a giant playground just waiting to be explored. Perhaps it's time to rediscover that world together. Maybe you guys need to come together and do this. But as of right now, I feel like you're not with this person. Perhaps it's time to rediscover the world together. I don't know if that's spirit telling me that you're on your way or that the possibilities are looking good. Or that's what you wish. That's what you're hoping for. That's that illusion I was speaking about in your mind. Yeah. That's what you want. Or at least that's what you think you want. Alright, let's pull some tarot because we're taking up quite a bit of time on these soul messages. They were very interesting though. Very gentle and caring, but you still got the message. Nice. I've only used those cards a couple times, so that was pretty cool. So right now we already know, Divine Feminine, you are not with your soulmate. You know exactly who this person is. You've been waiting. You got this vision in your head of what this relationship is supposed to be like, but for some reason, you and this person are not together. You don't know why yet. You clearly love each other. I don't know what kind of love that is, if it's a friendship love or whatever's going on here, but we're about to find out. My feminine soulmate, the world. Let's keep going. Ooh. There we go. This one. Thank you. It's in reverse. The Magician. Okay. The World card. Conclusion. End of a cycle. End of a tough cycle. And you're going into calmer waters. Happiness, positivity. All the pieces fall into place. It's a conclusion of something. It could be a conclusion of this relationship. It could be a conclusion of a cycle in this relationship. But whatever it is, you no longer have these blindfolds on. You're taking them off. No, wait a minute. I forgot which deck I'm using. This card is in reverse. Creative or intellectual rut. Stagnation, movement in the wrong direction. Your need for human interaction creates problems, trusting the wrong people, talking too much, feelings of loneliness. A good idea could involve you and others in a new project and positive experience. Take a chance on a new venture. You're in a rut because this cycle has ended. Something is closed out and you closing yourself off, not letting anybody else in. Love overcomes all obstacles. A change in attitude. All will clear soon. The romance card. You're not with your soulmate. And I don't have any cards indicating, but I feel like you're in pain because of it. And then it's not like you're devastated. It's like you're disappointed because of that picture you had in your head we talked about. It's like you're very disappointed. The energy I'm getting from these cards is feeling like it's a divine feminine, you're a person that's been through this before. This is like you saying, when is it my turn? When will I be happy? When will I find someone? When? Everybody I come in contact with leaves. When's the right person? You got your defenses up. 7 of Wands. You're protecting yourself. After this last episode, your defenses have went up. You're protecting yourself. You don't want to go through this again. So if somebody is coming or on the way, you wouldn't know because you're too closed off. You don't want to go through this again. Too many times. I feel like it's too many times. Your defenses are up against this 10 of Cups. Your defenses are up about being happy and finding this happiness here, this happily ever after. Your defenses are up against it. If somebody is there, you wouldn't know, because this is really closed off. It feels really closed off. You're tired. It's understandable. Been there myself. Two of Wands next to the Magician in reverse. You may be selfish and manipulative in relentless pursuit of money. You attempt to control or deceive others. You don't recognize good opportunities when you see them. Lack of clear thinking. You refuse to accept the reality of the situation. No control over bad luck, but it will all eventually go away. Indecision, anxiety, distractions plague you. I think your soulmate went towards something else. I think this is your soulmate, Divine Feminine. Your Divine Feminine made a choice to go towards something else. It could have something to do with the pursuit of money. This person doesn't recognize good opportunities when they see them. And this person went into another direction. Two of Wands, Magician in reverse. This person may be selfish. This person seems to be very concerned with money and status and having things. It conquers everything, even his love for you. Material. went towards something else. And it's left you blocked off, closed off, not even considering anybody else. There is nobody else here. It's left you cold. You just had enough. You are literally asking the universe, when is it my turn? And it's not in a way like you're starved to be in a relationship. You just feel like you have done enough. Been through enough. You've learned enough lessons. You've seen the worst of the worst. When is your blessings coming in? You're tired. This is not. This person went towards something else. Something else that he sees stable. Even though it's not. It's not stable. Making bad decisions. Refusing to accept the reality of situations. Refusing to accept that you're it for him. And because this person is going against it, he's experienced karma. He's experiencing bad luck. Some karma's coming with that because he's going against this for selfish reasons. And he loves you. But he's going against you because he has a need for the material things. So. Seven of Sticks again. Seven of Wands again. Whole different deck. Underneath the World card. The ending of this cycle has left you very defensive. You are blocked off. Nothing's getting in. Nothing's getting in. I'm not even sure if this person, which I hope he doesn't come back, if this person came back, he could get in. You're tired. You've been through the ringer. If you're anything like myself, you're empathic, so you attract wounded people, including men. And you're tired. In a rut closed off, clarified by the Hermit. For God's sakes, do I even need to pull clarifiers? The Hermit, you're closed off. You're by yourself. You're alone. You're lonely. You're done. You're done dealing with this shit. You're done dealing with the merry-go-round of these relationships, dating. And I don't just believe it's dating. I think you're done in general. I think you cut off friends. I think you don't really spend too much time with family. You got kids in the house. I'm sure you're with them. But I think that's the extent of it. Because you got the Seven of Wands twice. You fighting everything off. Relationships, period, has left a bad taste in your mouth. It's not just, this is too much to just be a physical relationship. And I can feel that because I feel like I'm not saying enough. So I know I'm not going further enough with it. I'm not being as intense as I should. And I feel it now. This just ain't a relationship with your soulmate. This is in general, relationships in general, people you work with, friends, everybody that has left a bad taste in your mouth, everybody that feels like there's no fucking everybody that feels does not serve a purpose in your life is gone. You cut them all out. And you're not upset about this at all. Yeah, sometimes you may be a little lonely with the Hermit card, but you're perfectly fine. You don't want the responsibility of any relationships. That's how bad it's been. That's how bad it's been. Six of Baskets. Clarifying the Seven of Wands. Past memories, everything. Friendships, all that. Yep, gone. You're done. That's clarifying the Seven of Wands. The Six of Baskets is clarifying the Seven of Wands. You're blocking off relationships from the past. Anything that no longer fits your being. The way you are living. The way your life is. You don't want to hear any stupid shit. You don't want to be around any bad people. You don't want to be around any miserable people. And I think there were a lot of toxic people in your life. In order for you to do this type of overhaul, there had to be a lot of toxic people in your life. Not anymore. Ten of Cups. This is a cleanup job, fam. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes it just needs to be done. Everything needs to be cleaned up somewhere. Ace of Sticks. Clarifying this Ten of Cups. I think you're replacing this Ten of Cups vision, this fantasy, with this Ace of Sticks. And I think this love thing is on the back burner. You're now more focused on your passions. And when I say passions, I mean your talents, things you've always wanted to do, places you always wanted to go. Now this Ten of Cups is still here. It's on the table. We pulled the card, so it's there. It's there. Like in the back of your mind, that shit is there. But it's not your primary focus anymore. Before, that was your primary focus. Finding the perfect person, going on vacations, whatever the fuck they call them. Going out to eat, taking pictures, things like that. That was your vision. You're no longer, this is no longer in the front of your head. It's no longer the first thing you think about. First, while you got this time to yourself, while you cleared this space so you can have time to yourself, you're gonna concentrate on doing things that you always wanted to do. It says, have you lost sight of what is really important? Remember a time when life was simpler and the world seemed like a giant playground, just waiting to be explored. And then it says, perhaps it's time to rediscover the world together. I don't see anybody else. Maybe this is you and your higher self, or maybe your close family, your children. Maybe it's spirit is gonna go with you or something. Who the hell knows? But I don't see this person as somebody that's gonna stay around. Two of Wands, please. The grandchildren. Hope, faith. You hoping that you're not crushed by this. I have no cards that's saying you're crushed, but at the bottom of the deck is the Moon card. You're hoping that this person chooses to come towards you. You know what you know this is your soulmate. You know that you and him would probably get along great, that the relationship would be great, and you're hoping that he comes out of this Magician energy in reverse and he comes towards you, but it's not your primary focus. Again, you're not suffering because of this. You've made peace with the fact that this person is gone. But secretly, moon card at the bottom of the deck, secretly, you are hoping that this person comes towards you, that this person heals enough to come towards you. But you've been disappointed so many times. Your hopes, you keep your expectations of everybody very low. So when they don't come through with what you hoping, you don't got that far to fall. You keep your expectations very low. So this is secretly, you are hoping that this person comes towards you. Magician in reverse, please. Maybe. Magician in reverse, clarified by the Hierophant. So you're hoping that this person, wait a minute. This person went to somewhere where stability. He is committed. Please don't tell me I'm getting another married man reading. Commitment. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Sticks. I mean the Father of Sticks, which is the Father of Wands. Okay, got it. All right. You're hoping that this person comes out of this Magician in reverse energy, and you're hoping that this person commits to you. Underneath the Hierophant, I pulled the King of Wands, and right underneath of that, the Mother of Sticks. So that's a pair. You're hoping that this person comes together with you, King and Queen, soulmates. And again, we got the Two of Sticks. You're hoping this person comes towards you. But for now, at the bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, you're going to move on to calmer waters, and you're going to investigate your passions. You're going to see what it is that makes you happy. You're not going to sit around and wait. You've been here before. I don't even think it affected you on a level that it would most people, because you've been through all this stuff before. All this stuff before. And that's good, Divine Femme. Don't wait. Don't put your life on hold waiting. Alright. This person was very irrelevant. This was more a complete Divine Feminine reading. So I'm just going to pull a couple of these notes. Tidal wave love notes is what they call for this person, to give them at least a few minutes to talk. But this is very clear. Cycle ended. You met a person. You recognize this person for who they are because you've done the work. Which does not mean that everybody else that you encounter has done the work. And most people in your life, Divine Femme, that I'm speaking to, most people in your life has not done the work. Most people are not where you are, so they can't understand. It's very hard for you to relate to them as the person you are now. Probably it was a whole lot easier when you met them because you probably weren't that far. But now that you have elevated yourself, it's very hard for you to relate to these people. And it's friends, it's family, it's everybody. You closed off a lot of chapters. You ended a lot of relationships. You walked away from a lot. Even this soulmate person. Well, you didn't walk away from them. They walked away. But you let them. You let them. You didn't chase them. That's for sure. And that's because you've been here so many times before. For this type of toxicity to be following you around and for you to outgrow these people, it had to be lessons. And you're probably very empathic, which draws a lot of wounded people. And when you're that way, you do require an enormous amount of time alone. You do not mind the time alone. I do not mind time alone. I understand definitely. And you're going to take this time alone now that you're free of all these people and all this other stuff. You're going to take this time alone and explore your passions. So that's good. but secretly you do wish this person would communicate with you or change their mind and maybe pick you out of this other situation they picked. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a lot of things. We don't need to go into it because he's really not important. I'm learning I'm learning stress management skills. Be more confident. You have no reason not to be. Yeah, that's definitely something for you. You need to you need to shine. You need to not hide yourself. You need to go out and explore. And this person says they're learning stress management skills. I guess Magician in reverse card. This person can be very selfish and attempt to deceive others. You don't recognize opportunity, good opportunities, lack of clear thinking. So this person is learning how to handle these triggers or whatever it is that's stressing him out. So he's doing some work. It's not completely in vain. Doing something. I've strung you along because I couldn't stand the thought of you with somebody else. So he held on to you as long as he could in the way that he could. Apparently this the way this feels. It's like he held on to you as long as he could. You wanted more. He couldn't give it. And there was nothing else he could talk his way out of. He couldn't talk his way out of it anymore. You wanted answers. He couldn't give them. So you walked. He walked, you walked, you both walked, part ways. He strung you on as long as he could, just so you wouldn't be with anybody else. I don't have as much fun as you think I do. Whatever you think in your mind that he's doing, that he's enjoying so much, he's not. This person is experiencing no control over bad luck, anxiety, and distractions plague him. He's not having this big ball of fun while you over here waiting. He's definitely probably hurting somebody else. The only reason why it's not hurting you is because you've been here before. I had a fucked up childhood and it still affects me now. So he's got some issues he needs to work on, probably some things he needs to talk to people about. This should probably be talked about before you get in a relationship with this person to make sure it's been dealt with. Because if it can interfere with a relationship that hadn't even started yet, imagine what it'll do to one that's full blown. So be sure and investigate this with that person and make sure that all this stuff is worked through. This is not even a relationship this went through yet. I can't believe how much of my pain I projected on you, okay? So he did a lot of hurtful things. This person was an asshole. And he knows it. He treated you, he definitely mistreated you, disrespected you, hurt you. But like I said, you've been here before, so you handled it better than the average. Maybe that's why Spirit took you there some more. Because he knew that when you did come across your soulmate, he would not be on your level. He would not be opened and elevated enough to be with you right then. Maybe the universe knew that you and your person were not in line, and he needed you to have tougher skin in order to accept this person. That's a lot, I know. That's what I'm getting. Things are orchestrated to be as they should be. Please stop putting all the blame on me. So he feels like you're blaming him for it all. And of course, I'm sure he's not entirely to blame. I'm sure there's been some issues on both sides, because you got this card of the Two of Swords in reverse, and I know what I read on the card, but what I'm also getting off of this card is that you wore blindfolds to a lot of stuff. You knew, but you pretended not to. So you might have been enabling a little bit, that empath thing, trying to appease him. So I'm in need of your support, but I hold back from reaching out because we both know I don't deserve it. Yeah, he probably was ugly to you. He probably was ugly to you. Took a lot of things out on you, because people get upset when they're around something they can't have, or something they know they can't completely give what they want. Like, imagine being around somebody you know you're in love with, and you want to be with them, but there's something standing in the way of you not being able to give to them. So it's like something that you want so bad, but you just can't have, and to see it on a regular basis would probably be torturous. It says, I can feel that you're anxious about what I'm doing, but that energy just pushes me away further. That's because he doesn't want to explain itself. That's because he does not want to explain itself. Person's clearly not ready. I'm not going to say this person's not going to get ready. But you need to go on and do what the universe is telling you to do, which is to open up and live your life. Live your life. Don't sit and wait on this person. You know who this person is. This person knows who you are. When they get up enough courage to leave toxic things behind, or get over this session they got with the material, they know how to find you. In the meantime, you go find you. Take care of you. No more waiting. Blessings. That is your blessing. When you ask, why me? Why not me? It is you. This is your time. This is your time. You just see it. You just got this fixated in your head that being happy means we. When being happy can also mean you. Just you. You need to learn how to take care of just you. Alright guys, thank you. Like I said, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. And if you want to donate to my channel, all the information will be in the description box. Good night.